The Philippines is a holy land.
They must know that people here are very holy. Because if not, with all the troubles of the big countries now, why is the Philippines still enjoying?
Yes.
The Bible says that
everything, yeah.
there will be rule of the islands in the Far East.
No.
And that Far East is the Philippines.
The Philippines.
You can find it in Isaiah. The,
So that is
the Far East people there will
Promised
cry
land.
out for me.
Yeah. And so we are the one.
But by just
People.
observing our environment, our surroundings, Dean, we are so blessed. You know,
Yes.
the greenery, the lushnesss, and the fertile of
Yeah,
the
all the
the
minerals, the gold,
Yeah,
It's blessed.
no more
diamonds,
question that
the
we are
urine,
blessed
yeah.
by God in this country. It's not just people don't realize it. So I think what we're doing as we institutionalize our graduate program is to educate, number one, educate, train, and be the expert in the field of holistic health in the
Yeah.
long run.
You just have to be asking why the Chinese, the Americans, all the other people of other countries, they want to come here, they want to stay here.
Yes.
If they know there's something here.
There's
There's,
something among Filipinos.
Yes. And I think this government should realize that the focus is not just plain medical tourism. I think there's more to just medical tourism. We should highlight spiritual
Yes,
tourism.
yes.
And
Because that will balance the bad side of medical tourism.
yeah, because the medical tourism, I think, is very materialistic in its
Yes,
scope.
highly materialistic.
Vain, in a way, call it, because it's more focused on the beauty. You know,
Physical.
they can't, that's the reason why we have this Becky Bello.
We have to bellify
It's more
yourself.
of that beauty, that inclination to enhance the physical beauty. But come to realize it, Pastor, where's the real beauty of a person?
Yeah.
It is within.
It's within, right? So why do we spend so much thousands and thousands of pesos enhancing our physical beauty?
when
Actually,
something is wrong in
It's
here.
the Lord that made the Filipinos.
Of
So
course,
there's-
Dr. Becky Bello will frown on what I'm saying here, but this is the reality.
But we
Yeah.
will enhance the beautified bello girls and men with our course.
Yes.
Because that will make them like more.
Actually, there is no conflict with, the because what we're talking here is the total beauty,
Yes.
where there's, of course, you should be physically appealing. At the same time, you have a mind that is very, attractive to people, appealing
Yes.
too, right? And
Yes.
a spirit that, that lifts people up.
Yes.
And
Willing.
yeah.
So-
And I think if you put this all together as one, these four different aspects of man, the physical, the emotional, the mental, and the spiritual, I think
This will uplift.
this will uplift this nation.
Of course.
We have a new sense of new sense of looking at things now.
I believe that God has already predestined the country to become missionary, the first missionary, sending missionary country nation. So if that curriculum will have changed itself in integrating theological aspect, for instance, this will change the nature of the nation. That their focus now and the trend itself will now be evangelism. So you are going to, for instance, Filipino is being molded and trained here as a healthcare provider with spiritual aspect. Going to abroad is not just only in earning money, but doing the evangelism and the joy of work.
Yes, I think that puts it in the right perspective.
Yes.
That we are not sending overseas contract workers alone as domestic helpers, or say registered nurses or teachers, and then they bring in dollars to the country, and we're happy. That should not be just the attitude. We should not
We should show the light.
Mhm.
Government should not
encourage that kind of sense,
yes.
thinking that it's just the dollar potential that is more important. I think I think there's really more to that than sending. I call this overseas contract Filipino workers as missionaries.
Yes.
Whether she's just a plain domestic helper, but can you imagine those? I admire these mothers, these women who would be taking care of children in Hong Kong and then teaching the values of these children.
No, they teach other people's children and they leave their children here and care. They just send money.
Yes.
Suffering family.
And I think whoever relative is left behind with their own children should come in and pitch in and help.
Yes,
No?
exactly.
It's just like sending somebody for a mission, and of course that person will have responsibility that will be neglected in the place where it came from.
Yes.
But presuming that there's some other family members who will take over, I think there will never be problems of neglect or
Exactly.
see.
So we have to provide.
There's nothing wrong sending overseas contract workers, but I think to give dignity to these people, we call them missionaries.
Yes.
Huh?
They are not just counted as
Live their
the living heroes
image.
because of the dollars that they
Mhm.
bring in, but because of the spirituality that they
Mhm.
also
And they will
imply.
feel good about it. In the
Yes.
long run, they will say, okay, especially if they work along the introduction of our faith to other countries, say they are in the Middle East.
Mhm.
They can contribute to the
Yes.
to the spreading of the gospel. Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
Evangelism.
So, God must have a reason why 500 years ago we were colonized and we were Christian.
Yeah.
He allowed
He allowed it. Now, this is like giving back again to the world,
Yeah.
right?
And of all countries, why the Philippines?
It's just saying Filipinos should know how to gratefully recognize what God has given.
Yeah.
Mhm.
To understand His message.
Yes.